Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another Numatic Henry unboxing. I've done God knows how many on this channel unboxing Henrys, and there's loads on YouTube already, so I wasn't actually going to do this unboxing on camera. But then I thought, well, these Henry videos tend to get a lot of likes and views, and people like them, so they like them being demoed and unboxed. So I thought, why not? So here we are. But the reason I bought this Henry was because I've actually heard through the grapevine that the HVR200 Henry model is getting discontinued in favour for the compact HVR160 model, because apparently, according to consumer market research, that people actually prefer the smaller, compact and lightweight Henry, well, the actual Hetty version that's been out for a while, and of course the Henry cordless, which is the compact size. And consumers prefer the smaller, lighter size, so that's why Numatic have introduced the Henry Compact to the UK market, because it has been available since last year, but not widely available to the UK market. So it seems that the HVR200 is getting discontinued, and it does make sense. I mean, I haven't heard this direct from Numatic, it's just what other collectors have said to me. But it does make sense, because the major retailers like Argos and Currys don't have the red Henry in stock, the HVR200, which is very odd. They always have it in stock, and you'll see a lot of the different coloured Henrys, the blue, the green, the yellow, they're all on clearance. So I thought, rather than take the risk, I'm going to order myself a HVR200, because I did actually buy one last year when I got my Henry cordless. But again, like all my other Numatic cleaners, I've sold them on, mainly because I need the money at the time. The only Numatic cleaners I've got left now are the two Henrys that I recently did videos of. So a few months ago I did a video of the blue Henry HVR200 from the 90s with the power nozzle, and also the Henry cordless. Those are the only two Numatics I have, and of course this one I'm about to unbox. But anyway, I'm rambling on now, so rather than me keep talking to the camera, or to you I should say, sorry about that, let's get it unboxed. So we'll take a look around the box, and then we'll have a see what's inside. So it's just the familiar Henry box that we've been used to since, I think it was 2016 they changed to this box style. But we've got a picture of the Henry 200 on the front side there. It says HVR200 original, because this of course is the traditional Numatic Henry. So it highlights some of the features on this side, the parking bracket on the back there, some of the tools, the cord rewind, the floor tool. Same picture again on this side, and the specs on this side. And what I was really pleased with when I received this is that it's actually made this year, the second week of 2018, and I was really over the moon about that. I thought this would actually be last year's production model, because of course I bought it early on in January this year. The date of making this video is the 29th of January 2018. So I didn't think that this would be a model made this year, so I was really pleased about that. And of course it says made in Britain, because of course Numatic's factory is based in Chard, Somerset in England. And the only other thing to show is the top of the box with the Numatic International logo and the Henry 200 brand in there. So I don't think there's going to be any surprises. This will just be a, very much the same as the Numatic Henry HVR200 I unboxed last year, which I sold. Anyway, let's dig in. So it's of course glued closed, as you would expect. So of course it is factory sealed, so that's good. Okay. So here we are. So the first thing we see of course is the energy label. Have just a quick look at that. So it gets an overall rating of A, not an A++++, but just an A. Sorry, triple plus, not 4 pluses like I just said. Anyway, that's irrelevant. So it gets an overall rating of A, it has a dust emissions of C, a carpet cleaning rating of C, a hard floor rating of C, and it's 72 decibels, so that's pretty quiet. And it's 25.2 kilowatts per annum if you are interested in any of that rubbish, which I'm not. That's just the EU legislation that they do now with these UK vacuum cleaners. So anyway, got a little bit of a hole in the manual there. It must have been pressed against something hard in the box. Anyway, it's just a typical Henry and Hetty 200 manual, and interestingly in the UK you can't actually get the Hetty HET200 anymore, only the compact. But it's a very standard pneumatic manual. They've done them like this for many years with just pictures, very little text, you know, the do's and don'ts and all that lot. So that's that, and let's see, we have, yes, we still have the 2-year warranty, which is good to see. So that's the manual. The familiar packet of tools that you get with these machines. So we have the horsehair bristle dusting brush, the upholstery nozzle, we have the little brush that slides onto the upholstery nozzle, the adapter tool for using the tools directly on the end of the hose rather than the ends of the wand, and of course the crevice tool. So that's the tools. We have the floor tool, which once again, rather disappointed to still see this after, I would imagine, a lot of complaints. You still get the plastic base plate, which, you know, if they'd make this metal it would be a dream to use, but because these edges are quite sharp, the suction's that powerful that it just gets the carpet caught into the nozzle here, and these rough edges make it really difficult to push along the carpet. But anyway, it's still a very effective nozzle. We've got a rubber coated wheel at the back, 2 litter pickers, and of course the bristles there. You press the button to bring them down for hard floors, and of course it's castellated to allow air to pass through and larger particles. Just press that again, which releases it down for cleaning carpets again. Of course there's the parking bracket on the back there, so you can store it on the docking section on the back of the Henry. So a very good nozzle, not very easy to push, but it still picks up very well on both carpets and hard floors. So that's the nozzle you get with the standard Henry. Move the packaging there out of the way. So we have the 2.4 metre conical hose, I believe they call this. And what that means is, the conical wording, is that the hose is wider at the machine end where it screws on than the tapered hose cuff end, and that's supposed to increase airflow. Oops, so it's a good quality hose, it's supposed to be crush proof. Very nice, very typical pneumatic hose. So we have the 2 straight ones, stainless steel, and of course the curved stainless steel wand with the suction relief valve there. It's got a little bit of like a diffuser filter type thing in there, which prevents there being such a loud hissing noise when you open it up. It actually works really well. So that's that. And that's another change, by the way. They made this black now, which is pretty standard to be used on all the machines with these stainless steel wands. It used to be red that came with the Henry, but anyway, that's that. So, of course, we've just got the little sombrero. Sorry, the packaging. Of course, we've got the bags here. Let's see how many we get. Oh, that's interesting. So, well, there's a little bit of cost cutting there. you get 2 HEPA float bags with this. You used to get 3 and 1 fitted, so you just get 3 altogether now instead of 4 as a total. That's still good. These bags are very large, good quality. They're a synthetic material, so they don't clog up very easily. You can fill these right to capacity and they'll still be maintaining suction power. Got a flap there to close the dust in when you remove the full bag to stop it puffing out, and a little seal there to seal it well to the tube so the dust doesn't escape as the bag's filling. But you know, these bags are very inexpensive. You can get 10 of these for about £5, so you know, there's no reason to use generic bags at all, or not a bag at all. Do you know what I mean? Some people use these machines bagless, which in my opinion is a really bad idea. Anyway, let's remove the machine from the box. Nothing else in there now. So here's the Henry itself. Take off the plastic. So I've got a little plug protector for the pins there. So what I'll do is I'll get a different angle on the camera and we'll have a better look at this. Okay then, so here we are. Everything's set out here in what we get in the box. So as I mentioned, here are all the components as I was taking them out of the box. So let's just quickly take a look inside. Again, I don't think there'll be any surprises here. So, of course, we have the typical lamb motor, the single fan lamb motor that Numatic have been using in these machines for a couple of years now. So, as I expected, no changes there. Still the same 620 watt motor. So we have the Tritex filter here. Again, they've been using this for a number of years. And of course we have the bag installed there. And there's the bucket. So, of course, one thing I forgot to mention, it's a bit needless to say now, is I of course opted for the red version of Henry. You've got to have a red Henry. You can't have any other colour, in my opinion. Henry is supposed to be red. So anyway, we've got the 3D face still, and round to the back. Well, I'll talk about the sides here. We still have the little red glamour caps on the wheels. And it's nice that the wheels are rubber coated as well, so they don't damage hard flooring. So in the centre there we have the parking facility for the nozzle. So of course when your tubes are attached you just push the back of the nozzle into the parking bracket there and it will store the wand assembly and floor tool neatly at the back of the machine. You'll notice there's 2 slots here, and that's for storing the tools on board, which is a very convenient feature. I've really liked that about my Henry cordless, that I tend to use a lot. So if you just stack the tools together like so, you can fit them very neatly on the back, like this. So they fit very neatly on the back of the machine there, and that makes it so much more convenient. And of course we have the green on-off switch there, and there's also a power indicator light when you plug the machine in to tell you that there is power going to the Henry. So of course the hose just screws on, very easy to do. And with the tapered end you can actually use it just like that if you just want to whip the hose off the end of the extension wand briefly. You can use the wand either like that or like that, depending on how tall or short you are. I usually use it that way. Just put the tubes together there. They seem to have made this black plasticky section thicker because the tubes are harder to push together. I think people complain that they used to fall apart. Now Numatic offer this new Henry Pro Kit, I think it's called, and it comes with the full-size turbo nozzle, the aero brush, which I've already got one of those. I've had it for about 10 years, and I really like it. It's probably one of the best full-size turbo nozzles I've used. But the Pro Kit comes with a full-size turbo nozzle. It comes with a handheld turbo nozzle, which is a new thing for Numatic. They didn't really do handheld turbo nozzles. And it also comes with a hard floor tool. So there you go. So if you want to check that out, Argos sell them. Quite expensive. I think it's $59.99, but you get I think you get currently, at the time of making this video, you get a £30 discount if you buy a Henry and the Henry Pro Kit at the same time. Not that I'm promoting Argos in this video, I just thought you might be interested. So just move the manual and the two bags out of the way there, and I'll just show you how this stores. So you can just wrap the hose around itself like that and bring it to the parking bracket. And there we have it, very conveniently stored. Still quite large, and as I said, this is probably why Numatic are moving on to the compact style Henry. People seem to prefer that. So what I'll do is, I'll plug it in. Still have the 10-metre cord. It just goes on forever. There we are. So very generous length cord. So I'll just take the nozzle off there, and you can see, if I bring the Henry closer to the camera, we have that mains on light there. Of course we have the exhaust vent at the back, so that's where the motor will exhaust from. So let's just pop him over here, and we'll give him his first switch on. I assume it'll sound the same as the one that I had last year, which I sold, and I will be keeping this, especially if they're not making it anymore. So let's just give it a quick switch on, and we'll see how it is. You can see what I was talking about being hard to push. This is thick carpet, so there you go. Very good. So as I said, there's nothing different about this. I just wanted to get another one back in my collection if they are getting discontinued. So I think what I'll do is I'll just take the camera off the tripod for a second just to show you the rating label. Okay, so here's the rating sticker. So as you can see, it's 220 to 240 volts. It's 50 to 60 Hz, and it has that 620 watt motor which I was talking about earlier. It's 8 kilos, made by Numatic International Limited, Chard, England, TA22GB, model HVR200-11, and as you can see on the serial number there, as I mentioned earlier at the start of the video, it's made in the second week of 2018, so of course it's a pretty early 2018 model. And then we have some of the electrical approval markings there, they're double insulated, etc. So we have the locking handle still. So here's a closer look at the switch bank at the back. So we have the green on-off switch and the mains power on light there. It's interesting how it's sort of off to one end rather than being in the middle, but that's not an issue. But there we are. So that's the Henry HVR200. So there we have it then, just a pretty bog standard Numatic Henry HVR200. So no surprises here, nothing exciting particularly. But I wanted to document this for my channel because it may well possibly be the very last production Henry HVR200. So we'll see anyway what the future brings, but if this is the end for the HVR200 model Henry, then that's the end of an era. 1981 till 2018. So it would be sad to see it go, because, you know, this model's been around for a long time, and of course it's had many tweaks over the years, but the basic design is pretty much unchanged. So if my theory is correct, then the compact HVR160 will replace this, and it will be pretty much identical but just smaller. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing. It's not exactly unique, but hopefully you've had to put up with my charm for one more day. So until the next time, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment if you wish, and please subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to see more videos from me. I collect old vacuum cleaners if you're new to this channel. Mainly do videos on old Hoovers and Electroluxes, and you get the odd Numatic, but not as often as I used to, because I'm mainly an upright fan. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, and till the next time, I'll see you again very soon. Take care.